What's up, guys? This is Abe again from Classic Mustangs, trying something a little different. We're talking about engagement today, what it is and how to get it. Hope y'all checking in right now. Let's see what happens here. Just waiting on somebody to check in. Let's see if he comes. What's up? We see SoCal Shelby's in the house. All right, here we go. We got Hargis James checking in. He's from Fat Man Cigar Club, one of our favorite places. Let's see if we can get him online. He may be having trouble. What up, guys? Just want to talk engagement, but we're waiting on our guy to jump in. Let's see if he can get in here or not. Where you at, buddy? I see a request. We're waiting on you. Let's see if we can. So engagement, guys, what do you know about it? Germany, what's up? Good to see you. Check below, guys. Let me know. What do you know about engagement? What up, Gabe? Good to see you, man. We're going to talk engagement today. Just trying to get my homie in. He's got about a bazillion followers. Having trouble getting him online, though. Let's see if we can get him over here. Give him one more try. Click that link, buddy. See what happens. Trying to get engaged. There he is.
There it is.
Mr. Hargis James.
Love that.
Hey, introduce yourself to everybody. Why don't you?
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Hargis James. I'm president of Fat Man Cigar Club. We're a social club based out of Los Alamos, New Mexico, with a pretty decent online presence when it comes to cigar influencers. And we're invited today by Mr. Classic Mustangs up there to talk about engagement and what engagement means to us, and really how someone like him has inspired us to really commit to engagement and grow our account.
So as far as engagement goes, we throw that word around a lot. What does it really mean to you guys? And when you see that engagement, what does that do for your feed and for your websites, etc.?
So background on Fat Man Cigar Club. Again, you guys know we're a social club, but it started out as two buddies getting together, myself and a coworker getting together and smoking cigars on Tuesday and not really knowing anything about it. And we went to a local brick and mortar shop and we got horrible treatment. We got told to buy Swisher Sweets because we knew nothing. We decided that we knew the cigar community and the whiskey community and just the gentleman-like community wasn't about, what's up, guys? Wasn't about, a bunch of grumpy old men. So we decided to start a place online where whether you're a aficionado, a noob, or just intermediate and like to enjoy other people's company, you could come and find whatever you were looking for, whether it's product questions, new products, new blends, new blenders, boutique stuff. We really wanted a place where you could ask those stupid questions and we didn't have a face. So initially, right off the bat, we were planning on engaging with everyone that came across our account. If they commented, if they liked, if they followed, if they sent us a DM, we were going to engage them. And what that meant to us was, first of all, we were putting products that we really liked out there. We were trying these products out, and we were giving fair and honest reviews. We weren't doing a review because we were getting paid for it or because whatever. We were doing reviews of all products we bought ourselves and that we really truly felt helped improve our cigar experience. Tons of people started commenting on that or liking or following because of those true honest reviews. And with that, we would engage back with them. We engaged with their content, what they were posting. We incorporated our own hashtag, Fat Man Cigar Club, to make sure that people were using that so we could see what they were smoking and we could see what products and what, just a little insight into their life. So the engagement to us was really about focusing on our followers and connecting with them and really truly being a club online, really truly not just being a social club, but enjoying our 19,000 other followers who really care about the same passion that we do.
Right, right. And so, as far as engagement goes, what have you noticed over time as you've grown from, like, when you have one follower, you can get 100% engagement. That's easy. You hit that one follower up and he's your homie and you guys can talk like this and you got 100% engagement. And what do you do? And this is what a lot of influencers run into. As you get more and more followers, your engagement goes down and down and down. And the reason is, number one, the algorithm at Instagram doesn't allow all your followers to see everything you do. Um, as a rule, you might get 10% if you're really, really good at it. Now, if you look at the big, huge accounts, the Kardashians and the Jenners, they get like 2% engagement. It sounds like nothing, but compared to compared to Facebook or Twitter, that is huge engagement. We're talking 20 times to 120 times more than Twitter. And so, Instagram for us has been huge, but more specifically, how do you keep your engagement up as you start to grow? Because I've seen you guys grow from basically 0 followers. I helped you guys get started initially to about 20,000 in less than a year now. And so how do you keep that engagement up?
So our main thing is we're producing content, right? So we're keeping content, relative content that our followers, that we know that they enjoy. It's not only, we are a cigar club, but we have tons of gentlemanly things. We cater to the women who follow us as well. But we're constantly posting content. Anything that intrigues us, we'll post it. We're doing tons. Most of our content comes from our followers.
Okay.
Our followers are going to share stuff with us. So we're engaging
Right.
our followers on that level of, you share it to us in a DM, we're going to reply, or you use our hashtag Fatman Cigar Club or tag us in your thing, we're going to see it. Not only are we going to comment on it and like it, but we're going to save it. And when we save it, we do follower features a couple of times a day. It doesn't matter what picture it is. We just know that our followers are wanting us to, see what's going on. So that's probably our biggest way of engaging with people. That's how we've gained so many organic followers, is really being more than just a social platform for them, but being their friend,
Right. Right. So I've seen you guys do that a lot, where somebody will tag you and you post their stuff. And certainly that's a trick I do. I call it a trick, but honestly, we want to interact with these people. I probably get 50 to 100 DMs a day on Classic Mustangs. And a lot of people want me to share their cars, and I don't really care what their car looks like. I want it to be a Mustang, period, the end. Because that's who I cater to. And the honest truth is, I like Mustangs. I don't care if it's ratty. I don't care if it's the most badass resto mod. I don't care if somebody LS swapped it. I really don't care. It's about the culture. And you guys, speaking of culture, you guys have that gentleman. You've grabbed that gentleman culture. The James Bond culture. And we see you guys do that. You guys show off some badass watches. You guys show off some badass Cuban cigars. You guys talk about how to make money. All these things that I'm telling you as a guy, I'm interested in. And I think that's what you guys are doing right from my perspective, from an outside perspective at this point. What do you think? You've followed our feed. What do you think we're doing right? And maybe what are we doing wrong? What would you do differently?
So as far as what it comes down to is, when we initially started, we knew nothing about gaining followers, exploring content, engagement. We knew that we could like and comment things, which is great, but we didn't know how to engage and grow. So what we did is we started first seeking inside the cigar community, and it's a pretty pigeonholed genre, I guess. But then we started branching out, and that's when we came across Classic Mustangs. So we started looking for accounts that we saw things that we liked on their page. We saw Classic Mustangs, saw them doing great stuff, follower features. We saw them engaging. We would test them out. We would shoot DMs to them and see if they would actually reply. And we got replies. Those were the cool thing. It was a question. It was a, hey, bro, that last post was dope. Or, hey, man, what's the name of that car? Or, where can I find this part? Whatever it was, we got engagement back. So as far as how we seeked it out, is we went outside of our genre of gentleman luxury cigars and seeked awesome accounts. Awesome, true organic accounts like Classic Mustangs. And what I would change about your guys' feed is absolutely nothing. I think it's rocking right now. It's great. We're not huge car guys. We've became huge car guys. We love following your stuff. We see awesome pictures. We see you tag, first of all, you tag the person who sent you the picture so we can go see them.
Always.
Yep. And then we can start following them and engage with them. I think that's
Right.
ending.
Yeah, that's a kind of a trick also, that when you're small and you're growing, say you've got, you're a Mustang guy, you're a car guy, you want to grow, see who's engaging with my stuff, see who's engaging with Fat Man Cigar Club, and engage with those people, because those are the people you want following you. You want people that are engaged, and people that engage on the Man's Man site and the Car Man site and things that are similar to what you're doing. They're going to engage in your stuff also. And so that's I call it a trick, but it's a way to get really organic but really focused and awesome followers. We've been doing this for a long time. We've engaged with some of the guys. I see some of the guys here from SoCal Shelby Club. We've engaged with them on multiple platforms, and they hit us back and they send us material. And I can't post it all because they send me material every day, but it's awesome. And I grab the best ones and I throw them up there for them. We tag them. We tag their group. And it helps everybody out. We all grow together. This is not one of those things where, there's billions, literally of billions of people on Instagram. And it's not like oh no, you got one of my followers, oh my God, you're not stealing followers from me. We're sharing, we're interacting, we're working together. And it's a really big deal. And if you don't interact, I think it's artificial intelligence behind the scenes. They know you're not interacting, and they're not going to send you organic followers either. You're not going to make the explore page as often. There's some big sites like yours, like mine, that it almost doesn't matter what we post as long as it looks good. It'll make the explore page. I will get new followers with every post. But there's other accounts that really all they do is post and they're gone for the day. And those ones are a little bit harder. They're going to have a hard time growing. And a lot of people say Instagram is really hard to grow on. Well, yeah, but if you do it right, it's not that hard.
It's commitment and it's time, and it's like you say, it's finding people who engage with accounts that you like that would also engage with yours. Going through,
right, and
commenting on cool comments that they posted, stuff you agree with, throw them a thumbs up. If you disagree with it, throw them a thumbs down. Let them ask you why, and then you engage with them, right?
Right, exactly. And you answer, you want to really, for engagement, you want to ask a question almost every day, almost every post even. You ask them, hey, what do you like about this? Hey, what don't you like about that? You throw up an ugly ass car and you say, what would you do different? For you throw up a Swisher Sweet and you go, what do you guys think about this? And
Yep.
You're going to get that engagement, but then don't just leave it at that. Don't just say, oh, some guy said, oh, gross. Then you hit him back again. Why do you think that's gross?
Yeah.
Or what would you do differently? Don't just tell me you don't like LS swaps. Why don't you like LS swaps?
100%.
It's one of those things where you really got to do the back and forth. One comment may not grab them. Two comments may not grab them. But when you have a conversation, now that guy's a follower for life.
Yep.
I see some of your people here in the things. We got Northern Arc. He's one of your followers, but he's here with us today. He's killing it. We see him on your stuff all the time. We've got a couple other cigar guys, Total Cigar Experiences, watching us. This is what it's all about. We share, we interact. We love to see those hearts going up and down. Everybody hit the hearts real fast. So we know you like what we're doing.
Excellent. And yeah, we have, like you said, back to some of our followers. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is one of our mentors, I guess you could say, in Instagram. We got Julia Russi here. She's outstanding from Dubai. We got Northern Arc 575. Great people. Northern Arc made a good point. Good quality photos, and those are the quality, the content of the photo is really what I focus on. The quality of it is there, but if it's not content that's relatable to us or relatable that I think our followers are going to really like, I'm not going to post it. I appreciate you tagging us in it. I'll comment and like on it, but it's probably not going to make our feed. We weed out a lot of things. But we do follower feature Fridays, so where all those stuff that I couldn't get to make the feed do get posted in our story. And another way to grow your account with engagement is by posting those pictures into the story. Tag the person that gave you the picture, and they're gonna guaranteed post it back to their story. So now their followers are seeing it. Their followers, if there's a product there, tag the product brand. They're gonna share it to their story. Their followers are now gonna see it, and it's all gonna come back to you.
Right. And I totally agree with that. So I'll do a thing usually once every 2 weeks where all the cars I've seen and all the followers that I've seen that I really, really like. Hey, happy Fuente Friday to you too.
Great account. Go follow them, guys.
Yeah, exactly. No, but the accounts that I really like and the ones that I've been watching, the ones that are maybe influencing me a little bit, even if they only have 50 followers, it doesn't really matter. If they're doing the right thing, I'll be shouting out some stories. Hey, go check this guy out. Hey, go check that guy out. Hey, go check this guy out. And, I do that to 300,000 followers, and they will almost every single time post it to their stories and tell their 300 followers about me. And so you do that 100 times, in a month, times 300 followers on average, that's a lot of people that are seeing you that may not have known about you in the first place. And so, a lot of people are like, oh, you got a big account. How much does it cost to throw up a story for me? Well, if you're an individual, it doesn't cost you anything, because if you're following me and you like what I'm doing, well, then I'm going to help you out too, if I can. Maybe somebody wants to see what you're doing and they don't know about you yet. And if I think your stuff is cool, I'm going to throw you a story. And hopefully you click the little one tap and you story right back at me, because your 300 people may not know me. And so it is a back and forth, and the scale doesn't matter so much anymore. 300,000 followers or 300 followers. If you're doing things right, you're going to grow. And maybe next week or next year or the year after, I'm going to need a job from you because you're doing things right. And, it goes to the same thing that all our dads taught us if they were good dads. You treat the doctor and the nurse and the tech and the janitor and the lady cooking your food, you treat them good, because those are your people. It doesn't matter what their title is. It doesn't matter how many followers they have, how high and mighty you think they might be. Guess what? I'm the guy behind 300,000 followers. There's not another guy. It's Abe.
Yep.
The end. I sell stickers for $6 a pop because I want to be able to get on here once in a while and tell my wife, hey, I sold $6 worth of stickers. That paid for coffee. Ha, 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 ha.
That's right.
She knows I drink a lot of coffee, But the honest truth is, even the big accounts, and I run 16 accounts right now. This is almost a full-time job. I'm running 16 accounts. Even the big accounts, they see your DMs, they see your likes, and they certainly see your interaction, because we're all fighting for interaction right now. 2 billion people out there on Instagram. I want that one person to like my thing and put a little comment. That way I know, okay, yeah, we're doing things right.
That's right. Yeah, and for us, back to the accounts that you're talking about, the high and mighty accounts, I'm too big to interact with people. Especially in the luxury side of the world of Instagram, that's a huge thing. And we've gotten tons of people, and it's funny you call them tricks, because that's exactly what they are. They're tricks of the trade. You know them as you keep going, you learn these things. We have guys comment all the time. Accounts that we don't even follow but have, 250,000 followers tell us, man, I can't believe you're stealing my followers, and I can't believe you're copying my style. Well, is your style engagement? Is your style growing? Because if that's the case, then me and 550,000 other accounts are also stealing your deal. And it's not steal. It's the trick of the trade. That's how you grow. And not only engagement on people who comment on my stuff, but people I follow as well. I go through my feed 7 or 8 times a day, comment on everything, right? Well, got to go in there, talk back to these people. Yeah, you have 300,000 followers, but if you comment on the 300 follower guy's page, you're now that one comment that they're looking for.
Right. And just so you know, I'm stealing Julia Rusi from you because she's engaging. And we like that.
Julia's out of Dubai. She's outstanding. Gal knows luxury, let me tell you.
Sweet. Then she knows Mustangs.
Yeah, so really that's what it is. I would say, even when I post up a picture and I tag people, of course I'm going to tag the person that owns the picture, but I'm going to be tagging all of our littler guys. Our littler guys be sharing it. Our littler guys, it's going to mean something.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good. So we're gonna be nailing those dudes, and we're gonna be sharing their content. They're the ones who talk to us. They're gonna be the ones who really appreciate it. Bigger account, they see it. That's cool for them. A lot of these guys don't care. For us, we're a bigger account. We care.
Right. Exactly. And one of the other things to do is, and it's kind of funny to say, but you got to stay in your lane. People follow you for one reason. If you start posting cars and just cars, or even more of a niche like mine, you just start posting Mustangs, you're going to lose a lot of followers, because that's not why people are following you. You can mix in a Mustang and James Bond smoking a cigar and you're going to do fine. but you really got to stay in your lane. Like if I do something, say political, I say, hey, don't vote for that guy. I lose 1,000 followers overnight.
Yep.
You know, and sometimes I have to do that just to get rid of some of the riffraff that I don't want watching me. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
But realistically, if I don't stay in my lane, I'm going to lose followers. And that's an issue that people do, or that people have in their world, is they're just too scattered. If you want to be scattered, you know, you don't have a foodie account and a car account and a cigar account and a gentleman account and a makeup account and try to mix them all together. You're just not going to grow. You really got to be niche oriented. And in your world, you got the gentleman niche knocked flat. And that kind of brings me to my next question is, I've seen that you guys do giveaways practically once a month. Once a week, sometimes more often than that. Now, how do you go about that? How do you go get those companies to say, hey, I need to give something away with this guy?
So most recently, I mean, this is another one of our deals. Most recently, we had these cutter cases made. Cutters for cigars, right? We use them all the time. These are all companies, again, or products that we've tried and are true to us. I wouldn't give away or I wouldn't push a product that I'm not using myself. So first of all, the way we get in touch with these companies is usually we buy their product, right? We're going to that these products are actually legit. Discreet Gentleman. We have an awesome giveaway going on with Discreet Gentleman right now. They make men facial products. Did we go out and seek them? No. We found their products, we tried their products, and we started posting about their products. It's part of the gentleman routine. After you, believe it or not, this is a nice mustache. It might not look like it, but after you smoke a cigar, you have residue mustache or cigar smoke. We found a nice facial soap that could take care of that. We started posting about it. We're going to help these smaller companies that we really think could run the game, whether it's cases, men's face wash, whatever it is. We're going to reach out to them and say, hey guys, we've used your product. We love it. We've shared it with our local social club. We want to help you guys grow on Instagram. Let's do something. Let's design a case that's geared towards Fat Man Cigar Club. New Mexico True. Let's put a Zia symbol on it. They don't even know what a Zia symbol is, but now everyone does. Yeah, there you go.
Right there.
Yep. So, I mean, we find these larger companies besides the smaller ones. New Air, Rabbit Air. These are all companies we work very closely with. The reason we work very closely with them is because before we got a sponsorship or whatever it is from them, we had their product and we gave a true, honest review.
Awesome.
We didn't blow smoke up anyone's ass. We said, this is what we think of the product. These are the pros. These are the cons. And you know what? In 2 of these items, they've actually reached out to us and said, hey, you guys said these were cons. How can we upgrade them to make them more accommodating for you?
Right.
This, and this. Believe it or not, Next Model had those.
Right.
You know, cigar companies. When we first started, we wanted to be able to rate a cigar. A Cohiba, a great cigar, right? We could. We didn't have the palate of a cigar aficionado. We couldn't say, hey, I taste Midwestern cedar or whatever. But we made our own rubric of how to grade a cigar. And this rubric was based on construction. It allowed an aficionado or it allowed a newbie to really be able to rate a cigar, and it might be a 9 for me and it might be a 6 for you. But it allowed a baseline for us to grade it, and people love that. People love that we weren't backed by a big company saying, oh yeah, Cohiba sent me this cigar. It's a 98.
Right.
I bought this cigar and I'm giving it a 16. You know?
Right.
And the reason for that is, and they loved it. And so that's how we got involved with tons of companies, cigar companies. I think
very cool.
That's huge, just being fair, being honest, and allowing your followers to really know that the product is good and you back it or you don't.
Right. And I agree with that. You know, our loyalty, as whatever you want to call us, some will call us influencers, some will call us the jackass behind Instagram, whatever they want to call us. But our loyalty, honestly, is to our followers. And if we can give away some cool stuff and hook somebody up, you know, that's even better. But the honest truth is, our loyalty is, my loyalty is to 280,000 people that follow me, not the one company who says, hey, bro, let's give away a muffler, you know?
Yeah.
Well, sure, I'll give away a muffler, but first I'm going to do a review. And you hit it right on the nose. It's got to be an honest review, because if 280,000 people go out and buy a whatever muffler, in this case, I reviewed some Flowmaster mufflers that were just awesome. I'm not just saying that. That was 2 years ago. I have no contract with them now, but I have a Flowmaster on my car right now, based on, hey, I went out and bought one. You know what I mean? They sent me one. I gave it away. We tried it out. We went through it. It was awesome. It was constructed well. It was top of the line. They did send me the best one, but we gave it away because honestly, I don't want to be beholden to any company. I want to be beholden to my 280,000 people who really want a straight answer. And hey, it speaks wonders, I would say, for that company, Flowmaster, because I went out and bought my own, with my own money. I had already gotten the freebie and I gave it away because that's what we're supposed to do. And it keeps us more non-biased, which I think in your world also, especially in your world, where you're tasting cigars and some people they're going to spend $150 on one cigar. That's going to be gone in 15 minutes. If they're really throwing that kind of money around, they should get what's real from you, because they're looking to you as a leader of some sort, the club president, whatever you want to call yourself. They're looking to you to really know what is the thing they should be looking for. What is the best cigar you smoked this week? Why do you like it and why don't you like it?
Right.
And I think why don't you like it is just as important, because as you said, companies will say, oh crap, we didn't know that was a big deal. You mean you caught on to that? We thought only our testers knew about that. Things like that. And we do get that pretty regularly, and things do change when they start hearing it from people like yourself who say, look, man, we're smoking cigars every day with our club and you have an issue. Yours falls apart, or whatever it is,
Right, yeah. And construction or anything, when it comes to appliance products like air filtration or cigar storage, once we're not going to just test out their product and say, yeah, it's the best product we've ever had. That's another thing too. We're not going to say, yeah, this is the best storage system on the market right now. We're
right.
going to try out all the other ones too. We're going to try the $80 one, and we're going to try the $700 one. And you know what? Maybe that $80 one whoops all over the $700 one. Why?
Right.
It has features that we like. It's user friendly. Whatever it is, we're going to give honest reviews about that. Price point's also another huge thing for us, right? So we're going to be constantly trying all the products, and we won't plug a product that we really don't that I'm not using myself.
Hey, I got to stop you for 1 second. I just want to say what's up to the Myers brothers. We love your builds. If you're out following them, go follow the Myers brothers. All right, back at you, brother.
Myers brothers, love it. So yeah, there's that. When it comes to the cigar stuff, it's super intimidating. So we're going to give reviews. I don't care if you're Arturo Fuente, if you're Classic Mustangs, if you're Fat Man Cigar Club. We've all walked into a humidor for the first time, and we've all not known shit about what we're doing. And it's super intimidating to ask the guy, I have no idea what these walls of cigars mean. Show me.
Right.
Here's a place where you can come and say, hey, if you're a new smoker, this might be a little bit out of your price range, first of all. Second of all, it's not for your palate. Find something that's going to develop your palate. Find something that's going to be an enjoyable smoke for you, to make it an enjoyable experience, to make you keep wanting to come back and try out other cigars. We're going to give that honest review. Some guys are going to say, oh man, I've been smoking for 40 years and that's a great cigar. True. But a guy who's been smoking 6 weeks or a year is probably not going to like that cigar, and I'm going to let him know that.
Right. So now we're getting a little off topic, but I love it. I just want to know one other thing. And from your perspective, once you have somebody engaged and they're a follower and they like it, how do you keep them interested? How do you keep them from someday hitting the unfollow button?
So we're engaging back with their content. We're not just whatever they engage with us, we engage back. No, we go through our feed as well. We're following you back. We're going through, we're liking their pictures, we're commenting on their stuff, we're checking in with them. If we see that they liked one of our pictures, we're going to throw a thumbs up to them in a DM. We're going to DM them back. We're going to be constantly on top of their profiles as well. And that's, there's 5,000 profiles or whatever it is, but we're going to stay on top of them. Again, we've had these bigger companies come after us and say, hey, you're stealing my followers. Hey, you're copying my stuff. That's not it. We're engaging back with them. Your followers are my followers. We're all working together. There's not a grand master plan of how to gain and engage followers. Just do it. It's really simple.
Right. Okay. No, I mean, that's great advice, especially for these guys that are trying to build. We get those questions every day. I'm sure you do too. How do you get out there? How do you get your name out there? You know, we've got a few companies that we work with personally that they didn't want to do the work. They just didn't want to do it. And so they said, hey, Classic Mustangs. And then they found out it was Abe. Hey, Abe, can you run our feed for us? Can you get us some followers? And I said, well, do you want followers or do you want engaged followers? Do you want the whole niche, or do you don't care who you get? And the answer is always, we want the niche, because the niche itself is what these companies, how they're going to make money. You know, we work for multiple companies now. And like I said, we run 16 feeds right now, but the majority of them, we have to go after that niche very specifically. And if somebody is in that niche already and you know they're just killing the game, you know, then go after their followers.
Yep.
Do what they do. You know, it is flattery. I'm sorry. I've got a couple followers. One guy, he's got basically my same name. I'm Classic Mustangs. He's Modern Mustangs with a Z at the end, just like mine. And he came to me when he had 0 followers and he said, hey, what name should I come up with? And I said, well, it depends if you're going to do it right or wrong. If you're going to do it right, you should be Modern Mustangs and I'll be Classic Mustangs and we'll be like badasses together.
Yeah.
And I said, but if you don't do it right, I'm going to come after you. And that was about 8 months ago. Modern Mustangs had 0 followers. Now they have about 12,000 because they're doing things right. And he's a young guy. He's in college. He's working his ass off. He's getting ready to go to school to be a veterinarian. But he's all about the Modern Mustangs. And so, you know, it's one of those things where you got to do the give and take. You got to help people out. And sometimes that means you post some junk. I'm sorry. But you gotta also post the good stuff that keeps people coming back.
That's right, 100%. And back again, I think the topic of what we were talking about, and the biggest thing that helps grow an account is that engagement. You're throwing in your hashtags, right? You're using your hashtags, you're switching up your hashtags, but it's all got to be geared towards the followers you're trying to get. Once again, if I went out and threw out 50 car hashtags, people would be like, what the hell is this guy doing? You know?
Right.
I might gain 4 or 5 followers, but I'm going to lose them pretty quickly. And
right.
I can't engage back with their content to the point where it means something to them.
Right. Yeah. And so as far as engagement goes, that's a little a caveat is you want to go after the right followers initially. And you're touching on hashtags right now, which is huge. You get 30 hashtags. Some of the algorithms say you should only use 12 at a time. Some say use 15. Some say use all 30. If you look at my stuff, I typically use all 30. But they're very, 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 very specific to the people I'm going after. Yep. If somebody searches for Classic Mustang, I want them to find me. If somebody searches for Badass Mustang, I want them to find me. If someone searches for Boss Mustang, I want them to find me. You know, that's my niche. And so I'm going to go after it hard, but I'm not going to throw in follow me or, you know, these very generic, how do you do today? All this BS that, you know, I might get a follower because a lot of people might search for that, you know, love, hashtag love. Yeah, a lot of people look for that hashtag and I might even get a follower out of it. But what's it worth? Nothing, because they're not car people. I don't want them. You know what I mean? I want to keep my niche very specific so that when the company comes to me, because we get companies coming to us regularly, just like you do. When a company comes to me and says, well, I want to see your stats. I want to see how many people are engaging. I want to see how many likes you actually get. I want to see how much love you're really getting in the car world. I want to show them, check this out. They're all real. They're all real car guys. I don't buy crap. You know, I don't pay for likes. Are you kidding me? You know, that's a good way to blow your whole system. It doesn't matter how big you are. If I start buying likes right now, I guarantee you Instagram will know and they're going to shut me down. And so you got to be real, and really you got to go after that niche.
Yep. So here's a couple of questions from guys down here. We got Total Cigar Experience was asking if we've noticed a peak time for posting content to increase engagement. There is a peak time. Us being in North America, we have followers all over the world. So for us, our peak time might not be New Mountain Standard Time. It might be 10 o'clock in Dubai where Julia is. It depends on where your followers are. And if you have a business account, you can actually go through and find when you're getting your most engagement or when most followers are seeing your content. Try it out. Experiment with it. Post at 2:30 in the morning. Post at 10 in the morning. Post at noon. Post at 2. Try to get your 3 or 4 posts in a day. And see when you're getting the most engagement. You'll see. Throw stories up. Stories are awesome because stories will tell you how many people saw it. Even if they're not liking it or commenting on it, you still see how many people are seeing it. And Julia's asking if we have any managers or any special person for Instagram. We don't. We are them. We're the manager.
Right.
Abe is Classic Mustangs, and Hargis is Fat Man Cigar Club on Instagram. That's who we are. There's no one else. And our followers. Our followers are a huge part of who we are. That's who our content comes from. We're not just stealing stuff off the internet and not giving credit. Everything we take and post on our feed, and I think Julia has been featured a couple of times. You're getting your name out there as well.
So yeah, I mean, I think everything you're saying is just right on. You guys are doing the right thing, obviously. You know, we've been rolling for a little bit. I'm going to let people run away here in a minute. But if anybody has any questions specifically about engagement, let us know down in the comments in the next minute or so, because we're going to get running. Just so you guys know, though, we really do love our followers.
Yeah.
I have crap tons of followers on all my feeds, and we go after the DMs every single day. I do not leave a DM unturned. You'll at least get a thumbs up from me, if not a full-on comment. And that's just because, you know, this is a social media. We're supposed to be social, and we really want to do it right. So there's a question down there. Have you seen the new Mach-E? Yeah, we've seen it. I don't know what to think about it yet. I do like the idea of an electric Mustang, and that will fly in the face of every other Mustang person on this feed.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't like the look of the Mach-E, though. I think it looks horrible. It doesn't look like a Mustang. I think, you know, part of the issue with it is if you guys go check out Charge Cars, at Charge Cars, now those are some badass electric Mustangs. That's what these guys should have come out with. I don't know what Ford was thinking by putting out an SUV and calling it a Mustang. You know, it's bad enough to make it electric, but to put out an SUV and put the Mustang badge on is a little crazy.
Yeah. You got go live one day? Absolutely. I would love for you guys to go live. I'd love to see your collection, man.
Yeah, definitely want to go live with Meyer Brothers. They're down south. They're Aussie. Dude, go check them out. They're gonna blow you away. They got some of the biggest blowers on their Mustangs. They just tear their wheels right off. They're all about making smoke shows. They're just fantastic to watch, guys.
100%. Back to going live. If any of you guys ever want to go live with us, shoot us a DM. I'm checking my DMs 6, 7, 8, 9 times a day. Every time I'm posting, I'm checking my DMs, and I'm going to reply back to them. We Brooklyn just jumped on. He's a great follower of ours. Talk about engaging. Always engaging. Always using our hashtags, and we engaged fully with him. He's featured multiple times on our page, and there's a reason for that. We're seeing his content more than we are with the algorithms letting us see it.
Gotcha. No, that's awesome, man. Anybody else? Let's see. I'm just gonna slide through here.
Julia,
There's one.
You smoke really nice.
Oh, go ahead.
I said, Julia, better grab that cigar off that balcony. You smoke really nice cigars. Don't let that thing go bad.
So there's a question up here, a little higher. Man, 888-7189M. Is it easy to get parts for the classic Mustang? So the answer for that is yeah. They made gazillions of classic Mustangs. Parts are the easiest thing to get, not like those ugly Mopars. Mustang parts, they're easy to get. They're relatively cheap. There's a huge aftermarket area to get them. So yeah, that's a good answer for you. They're easy to get. So you can build a Mustang from scratch, basically. Then there's another question here. How long have you had your Insta account? How long have you guys had yours?
We just approached a year. We're coming up right on a year. We started with 0 followers. Everyone, we've had people ask, how do you get 12,000 followers? Engagement. We're at 19,000 followers now. We started at 0, and it really started taking off when we started engaging. Spend 15, 20 minutes every time you make a post to really go through, see who's tagging you, and comment on people's stuff. Go through your stories. If they have an engagement button, whether it's the sliding happy face or the yes or no, engage in that. If you want to increase your engagement, throw those in your story. Those help out a ton. Right. About a year, and we've gained 19,000 followers. We're about to hit 20,000.
Awesome. And so same idea. I started on Instagram in 2013 with my first classic Mustangs with a Z. Now, I got hacked when I hit 70,000 followers, and somebody stole my account. The whole account, Instagram wouldn't help me get it back. So I started from scratch. They did change the name, luckily. So I started from scratch again at 0 and built it up to almost 300,000 now. So if you count those other followers, I'm really at 350,000. But some other hacker guy in Dallas, I think it looks like, has my other account, and he calls it Old Cars Daily. So unfollow him, please.
Yeah. And speaking of hacking, you guys, if you guys are really trying to grow your account and really look into the two-factor authentication, whether it's a text to your phone or whatever it is, it really saves it. There was a great account, Nova Cigars, an awesome company. We just did a giveaway with them. Right after our giveaway, they got tons of engagement. 2 days after the giveaway, they got hacked.
Yep. And so the easiest way to get hacked, Julia, is exactly what I did. I had this guy say, try to hack in, right? And somehow got my password, but I had the 2FA on, which is the authentication. So it sent me a text message. Did you try to log in? Well, the issue that I had, hold on one second, was that my 2FA popped up a thing that said, hey, did you just try to log in from the Southwest or something very generic? Well, I did. I had just logged into my account. And so I said, yes. Well, it turns out somebody else had just logged in at the same time. And by me clicking yes, it said that this was an authorized person. This is the way Instagram used to be. It's actually better than it used to be before. But back in the day, all I had to do was click that yes on my phone, and it gave him access because he already had my password somehow. And at that point, he changed the name of my account. He changed the password, and I was basically out of it. Instagram wouldn't help get it back. So I started over. You know, this is my love. This is my passion. Classic Mustangs for life. So, you know, really, this is what I'm doing. And I started from zero all over again. And luckily, a lot of my followers were very, 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 very loyal. They found out my account had gotten hacked, and they just jumped right over and followed me at my new site.
Yeah, the scum will always float to the surface. And it's happening a lot more. So protect yourself with the two-factor authentication, and make sure that you guys are safe.
Yeah. So I think that'll be it for today, if that's cool with you guys. One more question. What's your favorite Mustang? For me, it's got to be my own Mustang, 1964 and a half coupe, resto mod. It's sitting in my yard. I'll have to show you guys that later. Maybe I'll post it. Go check out my grid. You'll see it up there a little bit later.
For sure. Right on, guys. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to DM us. We're always checking them. Like I say, use our hashtag Fatman Cigar Club, hashtag Classic Mustangs. We love to see your guys' stuff. So keep us in your loop.
All right, buddy. We'll catch you later. Thanks for all your help. I appreciate it. Keep up the good work. And everybody that's joined in today, there's about 150 of you, something like that. We really appreciate you guys. Tell your friends about us. Let us know in the DMs if you want to do anything fancy. We may be able to do that with you.
For sure.
Have a good day.
You guys
Peace out, brother.
Take it easy.